Doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Give me 1 minute here. I'll get the video on in a sec. There we go. Right. Silver Junkie, sup, bud? How you doing? I'll just waiting for some more people to come in. I just want to thank a couple of people for making donations. Really appreciate it. We had Jody Rhodes gave me a donation last week. So again, special thanks to Jody Rhodes. Awesome, buddy. Thank you so much. Thumbs up to you. I'm sure I'll see you during the stream. And RPM Limited was last week as well. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. So it's fantastic to get that support and even some of the comments as well. And I've got another viewer who wants to send me something as well. So again, thank you very much for that. I look forward to opening up and sharing it with everybody. We've had an interesting day today in regards to precious metals, and even the price is still going down, which is interesting because it looked like silver was holding at about the mid-teen level. So we're going to take a look in a sec. Let's get the camera on. Let's get the camera rolling. There we go. Hey, everybody. How you guys doing? It's great to have you here. Let's see what we got. Again, welcome to the stream. You guys know the deal. We talk precious metals. That's gold, platinum, silver, palladium, and we talk a bit of Bitcoin as well. So I've moved away from doing the usual news. It does take too much time, and half the time, it just sounds like words coming out. So it's better just looking at the charts. So that's exactly what we're going to focus on. Excuse me. Right, Silver Junkie 1350. Unlikely to get there, buddy. Even with this slight reduction. Let's have a look. We got Silver Chimp. Hey, Silver Chimp, how you doing? Awesome. It's good to see you. Interesting, guys. You know what? I started doing these live streams about, I don't know, it's probably June. In fact, it was before that. It was May or something. I've been doing this probably these live streams probably since about May, end of May, early June. You know, and what is interesting, guys, is, generally when I look at my content, I always like to make sure that no one else is doing it. So when I started this channel, not necessarily when I started the channel, but when I started doing these live streams, I went to go and see if anyone else was doing it. Obviously, nobody was doing it, so I thought, well, that gives me free rein in order to do it. But nowadays, I see there's more and more people now getting on the bandwagon in regards to looking at charts. And, I've got one thing to say, really. Just think of your own content. Why, just because I'm doing something like that, why does everyone else have to do it? I mean, really, you're a content creator. Use your own mind, create your own content as opposed to using somebody else's. Nobody was doing these charts when I started, and now there's just more and more people doing it. And it's just, anybody, a donkey can read a chart, but it's knowing how the chart looks and reads and understand between the highs, the lows, and seeing how the chart works. That is the real gift. So, if you guys want to run with it, go ahead. But I mean, I'm sure I've probably got people listening here that they'll probably load up their own content, probably sitting around at the back there, looking forward to piggybacking off whatever I say. But I just find it it's a bit of a joke. But if you guys want to do that, go ahead. But again, you're a content creator, create your own content as opposed to using somebody else's. Right, let's have a look. Okay, Silver Junkie says, sup, Frank, how you doing? Potted Jam says, low, I want to buy. It's a bit of DB stupid. I called it yesterday, 1975. Good man, DB. Yeah, that's right. That was the high was around there. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it was super interesting because we sort of came straight up and then we just went like that. And of course, it was just a profit taking deluxe. And we've almost shed about $1.70 currently at the current pricing, which was interesting because if you guys watch the charts, we actually went down looking at the silver chart here. This is on the 4 hour. We actually recovered somewhat. So we hit the mid-teen levels, which when I looked at the charts, and hence why I posted the community post, it was at a fairly good level. And of course, you had support at that level. If you have a look at where the buying zones were, when you're checking through the charts, there was a fair amount of buying in that area. And that's the reason why we shot back up. We had that huge candle, which is the candle you can see on the screen right now. which is this candle right here. So we literally hit support, which is the 100 moving average here. Immediately shot right up. I mean, how much did we go up there by? Let's have a look. We went 1807, and literally we hit just the top part of that resistance level. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough momentum to get us through. I knew once those wicks started to form, there was just going to be too much pressure. We came up from such a low level to shoot up as high, but no new buyers came in. And unfortunately, what we had a complete reversal, because there wasn't enough buyers coming into the market. It's like they sort of said it's too soon for silver to come back. So they immediately pushed the price back down again. And what happened? We actually broke through our 100, but of course support still held. We came back up again, which is great. The problem we're having right now is the selling's continuing. So hopefully this 100 support is still there. Again, our base level support, which is on the bottom section here, that's this green line right here, that is still holding nicely. As you can see, we're sitting right in the middle. So based on this chart here, we're still on a trajectory performing to about, well, I think I put my $20 back in for October, I believe it was. So we're going to check it out. We're still in that momentum. As you can see, this was the sweet spot. We maintained that level, and we would have hit 20 relatively soon, and unfortunately we just didn't have the momentum. And of course the bears came in straight in. They wanted a profit take. That's exactly what they did. Bam, 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 bam. And then of course support came in, kicked in, pushed us on that 4-hour candle straight back up again, but there wasn't enough momentum to break through the support line, which is exactly what this is here, guys. Let's have a look here. Oh dear, I'm trying something new here. There you go. And that's exactly what happened there. So we didn't have the enough buying. There wasn't more buying power available at that particular level, that we weren't able to break that resistance. What happens with support? Once you break through support, it then turns back into resistance, which is exactly what happened here. Looking at this candle here, we couldn't get through that resistance level, and the immediate thought after that was rejection, and that's exactly what happened. We had this red candle straight back down again, and then of course we hit the level of with the 100 moving average support line, and then we went down, and then of course we went back up again, and then the selling continued, which is the situation we're right in now. Silver's priced at 1808 currently at the minute, so hopefully the bulls are going to start coming in. I'll show you guys the weekly candle. The weekly doesn't look too bad, so we're going to have a look at the weekly in a sec. Let me just get rid of these here. So if I can actually. Delete, no, okay. No. This sucks. Hang on, let's see if we can delete. Undo. There we go. That'll do. Right, sorry, man. Right, so DB Stupid RPM Limited, man, how you doing? He says hello, SL79. Cheers up, buddy. The only way is up. Please do get please don't get shook out of the market or emotional while the whales feel backed up. Everything is still on track. You're absolutely right. I'm actually not concerned at all. I was, when I said to this a couple of days back, once we had touched that 19, I expected a pullback, but we didn't see that. So remember when I was talking about it, it looked like we hit the 19. Fresh buyers came in, pumped the price straight up again, and that's probably what's happened here. Is you've got the buyers at the bottom that were gonna sell, and of course the new buyers came in, flooded in, and then immediately we came into oh wow, okay, let's keep going and then we'll sell. And that's exactly what's happened here. Is all those guys that bought down lower are now starting to sell. And of course, what else is happening on this? So it's very interesting in how that is being perceived, because I expected a pullback at 19 and we didn't see it. We just kept going up. So pullbacks are always suited for a healthy market, and that's exactly what we saw. Oaksy88, hi Limey, hi everyone. Oaksy, how you doing, buddy? I got your email, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, my friend. Potter Jam, you're a pioneer, guys. If any of you feel like donating to the channel, the details are in the description for you. You're more than welcome to. Of course, it's totally up to yourself. No pressure on anybody. But should you wish to, the channel will certainly appreciate it. I will certainly appreciate it. I've already got two donators already. They're in the Hall of Fame, which is in the description. You'll see it there. Those two channels. Again, thank you very much. I mentioned them earlier. It's fantastic. Thank you. Oaksy88 says, you're the OG on charts, Limey. Silver Chimp. Coin Collector, I remember saying a few days that the $18 mark was where we would return to for a while. Good call there, Coin Collector. Potter Jam. I've started posting big movements on my Instagram. I hope you're not talking about me. I'm happy to stop. No, well, technically I wasn't talking about you, Potter Jam. There's far bigger channels out there that are doing what I'm doing, essentially when they weren't doing anything. So it's just interesting when you start something, and I mean, there's a small amount of people that would actually, look at the charts. I mean, I've got my, you guys are my viewers, and I mean, again, I'm not, haven't got hundreds of people tuning into my channel to go and have a look at these. It's just, I've got a small few of you. There's, I think, most cases, 25, maybe 30 people watching. On some days, we're looking at my charts, but it's just interesting that there's one or two channels been posting recently, and I'm just like, out of the blue, I'm just like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be a content creator, but you want to piggyback off someone else's content. Hello, Limey and all. Any thoughts on how far silver will pull back? Well, again, looking at the charts here, we are in a support level currently at the minute at 1805. If we break below this 100, then effectively our next support level is going to be this mark here, which is, what is that, the 1780 level, 1775, 1780 level. That would pretty much be the next support level, because we're pretty much in a buying zone at the minute. So I mean, it dropped down to 1802, somewhere around there, and it's come back up again. It'd be great to see us head up towards the 1820 level, something like that. Hopefully by the end of the day, if there's enough buyers out there. We still got 4 hours left on the candle, so we're going to have a look at the daily as well. Oh dear, look at that, guys. Again, okay, right. Well, that's. Let me just make sure I've got the right one. There we go. Right. Okay, so looking at this chart here, we've broken below our support. You can clearly see that. We've got a red candle that's gone all the way down, and it's almost touching the 20 moving average. This is still okay, guys, because I've always said this. If we are constantly above the 20-day moving average, we're still in a good zone, which you can clearly see here. This is our road to $20 our chart. So again, we are still in this zone here, which is great. I expected some form of pullback. It was great to see this move out, but we're just constantly pushing up. And I was like, wow, this is looking really smoking. We were smoking hot, but there just wasn't enough buying momentum. And of course, the bears came in and immediately took profits. Unfortunately, it looks like too much profits have been taken at the minute. But however, we are still looking pretty good. So there's our 20 moving average. I always say this, whenever we're consistently above the 20 moving average, we are always in a bullish phase. So again, this is a healthy pullback. And then on Monday, hopefully we should get the momentum to start pushing up again. So just hopefully we can finish and we can keep ourselves above $18 today. That's what I want to see. I want to see silver stay above 18. Cross fingers, guys, that we can do it. Because obviously the pullback's been fairly heavy the last couple of days. I mean, we dropped here 89 cents today. 55 cents today. That is quite a lot. And then we dropped, what was it, 89 cents yesterday? 89 cents. You're talking $1.40 or something like that in 2 days. It's pretty heavy. So yep, let's hopefully we can keep the consistent levels, get the sellers out of the market, and get the bulls back in. Let's look at silver on the weekly. Ooh, wow. Okay. Look at where look at where we come from there, everybody. Jeez. Look at that. We've got a massive wick. And that's on the weekly where we were. I mean, literally the last 2 days just sank it. We were way up there pretty much 2 days ago, and then it just went like straight all the way back down again. Yeah, heavy day trading. But again, we're still in this channel. We're way above our moving averages here on the weekly, which is great. We just got to watch out. I mean, we were seriously, and I said this to you guys in the last video on Wednesday, we looked overbought. I mean, we were seriously overextended. There was too much green going up and not much red coming down. So this is exactly what happens. You go up too fast, bang. You know, the sell-off is going to be massive, and that's exactly what we had or what we experienced. Yeah. I mean, I thought we'd probably break about 1880 thereabouts. However, it's been pretty heavy in relation to it, considering our support levels that were in place did look pretty good. Sorry, I've got to go through here. We got Silver Stanger. How you doing, Silver Stanger? We got Ingot Stacker. He says, "What's your downside target?" Well, again, based on support level, I'm seriously hoping that we can hold out. I mean, if we go down, we'll probably go as low as 1880. Sorry, 1780. If that is what's going to happen. Again, we're still in that channel though. Don't forget about this, guys. We're still above our 20-day moving average on the daily again, so we're not looking too bad. So don't be too despondent at the minute. We're still looking okay. DB Stupid says, good news. I gave away most of my free altcoins as tips to YouTubers before the price went down. I held my free Bitcoin. Good man, DB Stupid. Coin Collector. Wow, that brilliant line. 1808. Yeah, I know, it's pretty heavy, man. We had a recovery in the afternoon. We shot back up. That I showed you on the candle there in the 4 hour. So we maintained it, which was pretty good. No, we don't want to tank. Pot of jam. Let's have a look. We've got Silver Stanger. We got Optimus Locust. How you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Optimus Locust says, at least silver's holding above 18. We need to wait by the end of the day. If we can hold above that 18 level, then it should start things off fairly well on Monday. Pot of jam. I want $11 for silver. What? You're not welcome here, buddy. If that's your attitude. That's too low of a figure. Good luck with that one. You might have to go and dig the silver out yourself, Pot of jam. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Chart Guy. Mudswat, how you doing? It's good to see you, bud. Optimus Locust, you are the only one that goes over technicals live. I suppose that's probably also true, actually. Yeah, I just think they'll be in the background there listening, going, oh, yeah, let's see what tips we can get off for our next video. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, of course. Because then basically, I mean, I watched one there. Is basically everything I said. I was just like, God, you've got to be joking. There's got to be other ways that people can get views and subscribers without piggybacking off somebody else's channel. Aussie Alchemist, good day. Mudswat, RPM, Jody Rhodes. Hope you appear soon. I know. I hope so too. He normally does turn up. Let's see, live with the technical analysis wizard. Thanks, Ben Frank. Silver Chimp says I can live with $17. I hope we don't see 17, to be honest, Silver Chimp. Next weekend is my last buying frenzy. I do fine with $17. And guys, don't forget, this is a great buying opportunity. I always say to you guys out there, well, ladies and gents, of course, as opposed to guys in general, buy the dips. And here's a perfect example of buying the dip. It's dropped by about $1.50 or something like that. Just imagine that. You're $1.50 versus buying at the top here. I mean, imagine buying at the top. I mean, you'd have to be a lunatic to sit there and go, silver's at 1970. I'm getting in now, and then bang, the market collapses. I mean, I wouldn't be one to get in on this high, and that's the reason why as well. I was like overly cautious. I think I even had someone say, yeah, they're thinking of buying some. So I was like, whoa, when are you thinking of buying in? You know, because wait for the dip, and that's exactly what we had. We had a good dip today, which is again a great buying opportunity for the guys that want to get in. Don't forget that. Buy the dips, sell the highs. Jody Rhodes, you legend. I'm here just calling bullshit on the Fed statements. Hey Jody, thanks very much for the donation, buddy. I can't thank you enough. That is fantastic, and I really do appreciate it. I've added your name to the Hall of Fame, Jody, so you'll see it in the description. So again, thank you. Thanks very much. Really appreciate it. That's awesome. Aussie Alchemist, plenty of room to move. Silver Chimp says, Silver Limey, do you think Brexit will affect price anyway? Absolutely. Precious metals thrive on this sort of climate, so don't forget that. This is how precious metals tend to benefit from, is this sort of talk. So I've got no doubts. The Fed is topo. Excuse me. Payday soon. We'll be throwing another 20k at gold. Jody, wow. Buy the dip, my friend. Funny enough, gold is interesting. It's also fell back quite a bit. It's about $50 down, considering the last couple of days. It's holding at 1508. Do you know which metal? Take a guess, guys. Which metal has surprised me most during this last couple of days? Put your comments there, please. Which metal? Can you guess which metal has surprised me most? And it's one I've been fairly bullish on. So let me know. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your thoughts, and I'll give you guys some time there to put those comments in. The Fed is politicized. Sorry, beg your pardon. Aussie Alchemist said, did they cut rates? Graham Stacker, man, how you doing, Graham? It's good to see you. Jody Rhodes, no BS statement saying no sign of recession. And that's probably why the markets reacted as harshly as that, because of the Fed statement. But I mean, don't forget, they said the same thing about the bonds back in 2008. Oh no, there's no problem with the housing market. No, there's no issue. And then of course, what happened? It blew up in everyone's faces. So I certainly wouldn't take. I'd take anything they say with a pinch of salt. Oxy88 says that went up quicker than a Chinese skyscraper. Optimus Locust, there we go. We got a guys there. Canadian Ryan, man, how are you? Optimus, how are you? Ben Frank, OG. Digital ones and zeros is where it's all at, Jerome, pal. I'm good, just disappointed with the Fed. I totally understand. That's probably the reason why things fell so harshly, because even I said to you guys, I said we expected a pullback, and I thought maybe if there was going to be a pullback, it might be $1 or so. At least that was my expectation, and we seriously plowed below that, and I was like, wow. It's like it's lost its steam or something like that. So Graham Stacker says higher lows. Again, we're still on that emphasis. We still got higher lows, guys, so don't forget about that on the weekly. So Ben Frank OG says ink and paper. Federal Reserve notes will always have value as wallpaper. Says, I wonder if anyone's actually tried that. Has anyone tried to actually put like a whole bunch of dollar bills and you done wallpaper job on it and just put the banknotes into the wallpaper and then gloss it up? I bet you that would look pretty cool, wouldn't it? Graham Stacker. He's laughing at Ben. Optimus Logo says, "Is it a good time to buy gold still, or do you see it dropping more?" We'll take a look at the chart in a moment, there, Optimus, and then we'll have a look. Graham Stacker having a good laugh there. Oxy88 says, "Buy on new highs is just stupidity. Buy low, sell high." Exactly. Oxy88, he knows my words. Lemonade. John RMS, man, how are you doing, John? It's good to see you, my friend. And how are things doing on the other side of the sea, the Irish Sea? Graham Stacker, he knows it. He knows it. He hit the nail on the head straight away. Platinum, buddy, guys. We'll have a look at the platinum chart, and I tell you what, it's the metal that has probably been quite resilient, considering this drop, considering how quickly it went. And guys, I think you'll be quite surprised. I just see 4 figures coming for platinum soon. So we'll have a look at the chart. I actually traded silver on Mondays for a $5 Liberty head. Good for you, Optimus. That is one way to do it. You got to take advantage of those highs, and I mean, look at it. You've gained a few ounces of gold just by doing that. Aussie Alchemist guessing there. He says palladium. John RMS says copper. RPM Limited said, I like seeing what you say, SL. After I've been watching all day in the background at work, my own thoughts from following it. Not one of them techniques guarantees a 3-hit streak. I like what you say. Thanks very much, RPM. There we go. Silver Chimp knows it. He says platinum. You're absolutely right. Geez, we're up to 18. I want to see some thumbs up. I can't see the thumbs up, so if you guys can just give me a thumbs up, that'll be great. And for those listening, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button in case you're not subscribed already, and hit the bell. I want that bell ticked for everything. Ben Franco G says, I like the people who bought Bitcoin at 18K. Man, you've got a long way to go. Imagine that if you bought Bitcoin at 18,000, and what, they're only at 10.5. And that's another one we're going to be taking a look at in a minute as well, considering there's also been a slump in that as well. Mudswat says gold and silver. Platinum, whoever said platinum, that you've got it bang on. And we're going to take a look at gold first, and then we'll take a look at platinum. Silver Stanger says aluminium. Well, no. I don't normally talk aluminium, so that's definitely not the one. Sorry, my last message sent, half written and edited. No problem, RPM. I definitely hear you there, though. Optimus Locust says, thanks. Too bad gold took a flop, but I'm long-term gram stacker. There you go. Optimus Locust is long-term. There we go. And then we got pinch of acid, says Aussie. Silver Chimp says, SL, I just got my first 2 and 6 Irish. Awesome, man. Awesome. Just in case you guys don't know, Silver Chimp. Well, actually, I don't know if I should tell them, but you're welcome to. I don't know, just in case it's going to be a surprise. So I better not give it away. I'll respect you, but if you want me to, I can. Or obviously, you can let the guys know exactly what you're doing. Jody Rhodes says, for me, the Fed making that statement means that they are seriously worried. If that's all they have. Yep. Like I said, I wouldn't trust banks at all. They're the ones that want to make all the money out of everybody. Hence why I'm sort of pro crypto, because at least there's no middleman. Graham Stacker, John RMS, got a package together for you for your giveaway, buddy. We'll mail it out tomorrow. Awesome. That's fantastic, Graham. He's sending something there to John RMS. Wow. Can Lemonade see this? I don't know what's going on, John. Can I see it? Let's have a look. RPM Limited says they sell hats made from Venezuelan money now, as they can sell it. And sell it and make more than the cash it's worth. Wow, I tell you what, I heard today that Mugabe died. For those that know Robert Mugabe, he was basically the dictator of Zimbabwe. And I was listening on the radio. Did they just say that guy's dead? He's 95, right? He's probably one of the oldest active statesmen until he got kicked out a few years back. I mean, a guy that serves into his 90s has got serious power issues. That's all I can say, you know. But yeah, probably one of the last few dictators of Africa. RPM Limited says, oh, sorry, that's RPM. We've seen that. Yeah, Ben Franco G says, yeah, the Germans used it as wallpaper during the hyperinflation. There you go. Must have looked good. Butch Hardy, how you doing, Miner? I'm still up from mid-August. Good for you. Welcome, and thanks very much for watching. I grabbed that platinum at 850. Don't regret it. I know exactly, and that is the thing. We're going to look at the chart, guys, and I tell you what, platinum, man, it still looks like an awesome buy. I'd love to get my hands on some platinum, but the premiums are actually ridiculous. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait a long time for that. The words of Warren Buffett. Lol. Did you get that saying from him, Limey? I'm not sure which one, Oxy. You'd have to refresh my memory. I just say stuff. I don't really follow Warren Buffett that well, but maybe I've said something that obviously he said before. Are you current? Says hello everyone, and Silver Limey, how you doing? Are you current? Awesome. I want to be as surprised as everyone who watches. There you go. Well, Stephen Heath. Hopefully you'll be saying more than those two words, my friend. Stephen Heath. He says, "Lord have mercy," and then you never see him again. He's like a disappearing act. He does a Houdini, and then you got to wonder where he is. Graham Stacker, running into LCS. Be back in a minute. No problem. Take your time. See if you can negotiate some good silver prices. I might jump into some platinum. Actually, there you go, Optimus Locust. And I said this before because I really felt when gold was not going anywhere, it was sort of lagging. It was sitting in a zone, which we'll have a look at the chart, and it was just not going anywhere. But then all of a sudden, platinum just came out of nowhere and slapped it straight through resistance, like pow, like straight up. And I thought I was really impressed. And I said previously, I was like adamant that gold buyers had then, the people that were looking at gold were like, hang on, but we can get some platinum. And the gains for platinum look pretty good, and we can get a lot more platinum versus buying an ounce of gold. And that's personally what I felt was that was that was the actual case. At least that's what I thought. And looking at it here, it's still holding well. We're going to take a look. Ben Franco G says, "I want Zimbabwe $100 trillion banknotes." Oh, well, you can buy them on eBay. The last time I checked, people actually sell them for more than what they were actually worth. Okay, yeah, it says, "Lord Stephen, good to see you, mate." I wonder where Stephen is. Has he actually put comments in yet? Got you over 9, says Butchie. I gave a thumbs up, and we only have 8. Come on, guys, we got 16 watching. At least for the ones out there that are probably going to use the content that I'm actually providing, can you at least give me a thumbs up for now, if that's okay? I know I'm a bit cheeky, but that's what I'm expecting these days. Butchie says, "Say aluminium." Aluminium. I know the Americans say aluminum, don't they? I say aluminium. RPM said, "Who is going to be the third on the donate podium? I'll take it if you hang around." RPM, you're a legend, man. Thank you. Thanks again, man. I really appreciate that first donation. That was fantastic. Modswat, I thought we would not see $1,500 gold and a $20 silver for another 20 years. Well, so did a lot of other channels, to be honest. And it was quite funny. I was watching one, and he doesn't do technical analysis, of course, but his expectation was that yeah, it'll take a couple of years before we see $20 silver. And I suppose some people watch the charts, some don't. But I mean, we were like knocking on the door there for flipping $20. We came this close to actually cracking that 20, and I was like, come on, get some more buyers in. But then they were like, nope, it's time to profit take. So it just goes to show that things can happen. And even the gold to silver ratio that I posted a couple of days back, we dropped down to about 78 or 79, and it was absolutely incredible to see it below 80. But now, when I checked again earlier on, we were back above 80. But good time to change. Let's take a look. Butchie Hardy says, "Okay, have a good weekend." No problem, Butchie. Butchie Hardy, have a great weekend, buddy. Yes, Chimp says, yes, you can say. Well, Silver Chimp is making a coin ring, and he was looking for some Irish silver. So I said to him what he needs to look out for. They're quite expensive and quite rare. You don't really get them because a lot of them were melted during the 1940s. They demonetized the silver content in the Irish money, and it was quite a high silver content. It was 75% silver, but it only lasted until the 1942. And after that, it was basically nickel or copper nickel. So he said he wanted to do it, and I sort of told him which coin to go for, and he's said he's picked up one. So congratulations, Silver Chimp, man. Can't wait to see that video. Let me know. Drop me a link as well, just in case I miss it. Mudswat, this move tells me silver may stay up at around 18 to 20, and I reckon that's probably true, Mudswat. Just give me a sec, guys. There's people walking out here. I'm gonna stop the camera for a moment. Right, there we go. I can hear jabber jabber outside, so let's have a look. That's a good point, though, Matt. Let's have a look. John RMS says this is a heck of a lag, bud. Okay, well, I can't explain it because my signal's maximum here. So I'm not really sure. The lag must be on your side. I don't know. Just kidding. But yeah, no, I've got full signal here at the minute, and I'm within direct viewing of the Wi-Fi access point. AU Current says Irish half crown pre-43 is 75% silver. It certainly is. AU Current silver champ. Yes, it's a 1928. Good job, man. Awesome, silver champ. It's going to be a nice coin there. A lot of the Irish the pre-decimal coins were all done with animals. So you had rabbits, you had pigs, you had birds for farthings, you had the bull for the shilling, you had the horse for the 2 and 6. So that's the sort of pattern they went for. Apparently, it was sort of mixed when they brought it out in 1920. It was the first year of coinage for Irish coinage, their own coinage. And sort of mixed feelings in regards to it, but it was associated with agriculture. That's what they were trying to put across. So everything was sort of animal based, and they weren't focusing on politicians or coats of arms, that sort of thing. They were showing what the strengths of the countries were back then was agriculture. There we go. Markets have dipped because John McAfee is on the chase again. Jody Rhodes, he's crazy. There we go. Stephen Heath, I'm everywhere. My fans are near and far. There you go. I was waiting for that comment there. Stephen Heath, at least you're. I'm glad I bought some platinum. Absolutely. We're going to be taking a look at that chart in a sec there, but we're going to move on to gold. So I'm going to pull the gold chart up so long, everybody, because we're just a bit of a change of scenery because we're just looking at the silver chart in a minute. So that's what the gold chart looks like. Kind of looks messy. Okay, there's the 4 hourly. Let's look on the daily and we'll see how gold is looking on the daily. Okay, so we've fallen below our 20, which is not good. Okay, so there's our 20-day moving average. Okay, gold's currently priced at $1,507 per ounce of gold. Palladium is above the price of gold. So again, palladium is the leader in regards to the price of precious metals. So just take a note of that. I'll keep an eye out on eBay for graded platinum coin for you, Limey. Yeah. do you know how much graded platinum coins are? Oaksy, man, they're ridiculous. I had a look. There was a Queen's Beast. There was a Queen's Beast platinum coin or something. An absolute fortune in platinum. And funny enough, when platinum price was at a good look, ooh, sorry, I'm just looking at this chart here, guys. Look at this. Okay, so we have got a bit of wick. Sorry, it looked like it was just a solid candle all the way down. But yeah, they're very expensive, man. Arkham Lim says, I like him. I don't like his style, but you can't disagree with the points he makes. Mudswat says, I saw platinum at like 840 and I was shocked. It was so low, so I bought. That's fantastic, man. You bought at the right price. That's for sure. I mean, you've already made $100, and we're actually in the dip at the minute. John RMS, I have some 100 trillion notes. There you go. John's got some. 11 thumbs up and 2 thumbs down. Yeah, probably those guys that are actually hovering in regards to seeing what they can do for their own to make up their own content. They're probably hanging around in the background, so they gave me a thumbs down. Well, fair play to you, but just don't expect any. What's the word? Favors from me, I can tell you. Oxy88 says, nice, John. Didn't they go up to like 50 a note? Possibly could have been. Oxy, they were selling for quite a bit of money. Thumbs down. Messed up world we live in. Yeah, well, I suppose it's the guys that want to, use my content for their own content. They're like, obviously, I've just caught them out, so they're like, oh, thumbs down. Why would someone give me a thumbs down if they actually didn't do anything? I haven't checked Oaksy. I just collect all sorts of banknotes. There we go. And then Stephen Heath says, aluminium, it has a units. Oaksy Idiot says, John, pretty sure they're going for silly money now. If you got a full Wad, you're talking thousands, lol. Gutted I didn't buy when they were cheap. Yep. Yeah, it's money. It's strange that money like that would be worth so much. I missed the GSR, the gold to silver ratio dip. Yeah, Aussie, yeah, dropped down to about 78, man. You definitely came close there. No lag, says Mudswat. RPM Limited says my stream is running sweet. Awesome, thank you. RPM's definitely confirmed that. Donald in New Mexico. How are you doing, my friend? It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Let's see, we're holding in about 15 at the minute. We lost a few there. Probably the ones I caught out. Good day, Donald. Let's have a look. Donald, New Mexico. AU Current says the Irish coins are beautiful, especially the older ones. I've got a good range of old coins. A shame to melt one down, but I understand if that's the cheapest way to get Irish silver. Yeah. So what they did was they just removed all the silver out of circulation and then melted it down and then probably sold it. Let's have a look. Who would grade a platinum coin? You can get people that have actually graded it. And besides, have you seen the platinum US dollars? They get 70 grades like there's no tomorrow. I've seen 10th ounces, half ounces, quarter ounces, full ounces that have been graded. Like a full ounce platinum dollar is like $2,300. And I mean, I'm just like, why would someone collect that? I mean, the premium is just too high. Maybe on the smaller ones, like the half or the quarter ounce, it might make a lot of sense. Oh, there we go. Bullion Exchange, Mudswat says, has good prices for platinum. There we go. Aussie Alchemist says, Silver 79, Silver Army 79. Question is that a dead cat bounce? That's an interesting. Are you talking about the actual shape there, Aussie? How's it going, guys? Supportive Stacker, welcome. How you doing? Aussie Alchemist says, or whatever the term is, you know what I mean. Jody Rhodes says about $6,000 down today. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Jody. You know, we have our bad days and we have our good days, I suppose. It's like my crypto days. I'm still 500 euros down. Still waiting for the upturn. Wondering when I'm going to put into Bitcoin. Still waiting on the sides here. Optimus Logos says, I played the GS, the gold to silver ratio on Monday. I traded silver maples for a $5 Liberty head under spot. Good man. That's what I saw. I saw it, but was half a day away from an LCS, hoping to scrape 75 to 1. That is a good point. Funny enough, I think it was Potter Jam. He made a comment there. He was like, "Yeah, he's got to wait a couple of days to buy in." I was like, "Man, the problem is you've got to really take advantage of these dips when you can. If you wait a couple of days, the first thing it's going to do, you'll see a complete reversal." And initially, we had that today, guys, just slightly, and it was lucky that we didn't get through. If we'd broken through that resistance level, support would have immediately kicked in. More buyers would have gone, "Oh, sweet, the silver market's back," and they would have plowed money in. But consider yourself very lucky, because otherwise you'd be paying a lot more for silver. If we if we'd broken through resistance, we would have seen a different story. Aussie Alchemist says, hoping to scrape 75 to 1. Still plenty of time for that, Aussie. So look, Mark 10110. I got myself half an ounce of gold today. Whoop whoop. Man, you bought the dip. Good man. Absolutely well done. Back got a smoking deal on a pile of Engelhart's, JMs, and A-Mark bars. Love it. So look, supportive stacker, Donald. Awesome. Okay, now I can get on with the stream, guys. I've been reading your comments. Right, let's look at gold. All right, this is gold on the daily. What do you see? What does everybody see? Let me try and see if I can turn some lights on here. I'm running a bit low on lighting at the minute. I'm trying all my lighting in here. Let's just check the lighting. Do I look good, guys? Do I look good? Just messing around. Right, okay, gold. Okay, we've broken through 20-day moving average support line. However, we are still holding currently at this level. Why are we holding at this level? Well, we're hitting selling here, selling there. We're hitting a buy zone here, and we're hitting buy zone. We've got a selling zone right here, buying and then selling, and then we've got a little bit of buying. So we're in neutral territory at the minute in regards to gold. However, it could hit this support line here, which is closer to 15, and that is pretty much where support is, because if you look at where we are here, this is our support line for gold. So we could just see a retracement down to about 1500, where there's a good level of support. There is a really strong level of support at 15. And again, we're only, what, $5 away? So we might get down to that level, everybody. And then what might happen is we'll hit that level and we should start to see a slow uptrend, because that's when the buyers come in. And as you can see here on the left, you've got a lot of buying activity in that area. I have to keep an eye on it. It's pretty weak in this area, I must admit. So again, we're gonna have to just keep an eye on it. But again, we're under that 20 moving average. Let's check out the 4 hour for gold. Right, so we've collapsed basically straight under all our moving averages. We were sitting up above it there. We were sort of holding momentum. We went underneath and we went up and then plowed straight through. And now we're sitting under our 50, under our 20, and we're under the 100. However, the 200 zone is still looking pretty good. And like I said, it's closer to 1500. So again, hopefully we can close out above $1,500. That's where I want to see gold holding. However, we've got a candle for me on the 4 hour and it's pretty solid. So hopefully we can get we can hit the bottom here and really start to bounce up, because that is pretty much where our support level is, at around 1498, 1500. So that's what I see for gold currently at the minute. And then hopefully on Monday we can start off fresh. Mudspot says, I see green, I see red, I see yellow. Oh, that flipping thing popped up again, has it? These flipping ads. At least they're making them a bit more discreet, instead of like, bang, debit with us. You know, take the click on this link. It just is too much. So numbers, let's have a supportive stacker. Says, being good, my man. These prices are crazy. Well, they're crazy if people aren't buying. That's what I say. Graham Stacker, let's have a look. Time to buy is what I see. There you go. I just said it there as well. Jody Rhodes says, I see the Fed ordered to help Trump or else. Oh, there you go. The last 2 years in crypto have been an amazing experience that has worked in timing the dips in gold. Learning from mistakes is the best teacher. Yeah, essentially, when I got into crypto, it's a very good statement there, Mark. I was very much like that. And I was very much a beginner and I didn't really understand what I was doing. So, you know, the best thing I can say to everybody is only invest money you're prepared to lose, understand what you're getting involved in, do your own research, and make money. I can never sleep with big money in Bitcoin, so risky. Jody, I absolutely understand. I haven't put money in Bitcoin at the minute because I know once I put money in, I'm going to be watching that flipping chart like a hawk. Because it's also, just at the minute, the market is not in a bullish cycle as far as I'm concerned. A lot of people might disagree with me, but if you look at where we had our first run up in June, we were like bang straight up. That to me was fantastic, because you could put the money in and literally, like, within the next couple of days it was up $1,000. Like it was going up. But you look at what the margins that we're making right now we're hardly making any money, because it goes up and then it goes down as quickly as it went up, and it's too sideways, and the market's unsure of itself, and it's like it's up or no, hang on, there's resistance, let's sell, get in low. So I'm just a bit more cautious when it comes to Bitcoin. So Graham Stacker, let's have a look. We've got Mark says, Jody Rhodes, I understand time Bitcoin bottom, got in when it fell to £2,800. Good job. That's a really good price that you got in out there. I want to believe, but it's too small a market. Fixed, I reckon. That says Jody. Aussie Alchemist. Share this live stream on social media. Here is the link. Well, thanks very much, Aussie. That's great. Mudswat says, I feel Bitcoin is going to stay level for a while. What Bitcoin needs is consolidation. That's what it needs. Not this up and then good drops down, up and drop down. It needs consolidation for a while, in order to pick up the momentum, to start that whole chain reaction all over again. And we're not seeing that. And that is my frustration. Why I won't put money in Bitcoin right now is because we're not seeing that. When we start to see that, then I'll be taking a closer eye. Like we did not that long ago, we started to see ourselves above the 20 moving average. And I will show you the chart, guys, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Supportive Stacker says Bitcoin will definitely give you some hard problems. RPM Limited says, I'm not worried about Bitcoin for a while yet, Jody. Keep it on the ledger or encrypted wallet. Make sure that you can afford a loss for 3 years to join Bitcoin, but it's guaranteed return rates, and the return rates are enormous on Bitcoin, guys. And you can check that out. Go to CoinMarketCap and see what return of investment had you put money into Bitcoin. Mark 10110 says, the secret I learned with Bitcoin is to treat it like a game currency, but it and forget it until you start seeing it on the news. That's it, and that's an interesting point. But there's been very little, since back in June, everyone was talking about Bitcoin, and now we're not hearing anything about it because we're in a slump. So until that activity and you start that FOMO, I think they call it, kicks in, then that's when you get into the market, because that's when the buyers are all there. Ben Frank, right? Okay, let's crack on with this. Okay, well, there we go. We've seen gold. There's a little wick there. We're at 1505 still. So again, let's look at the hourly, and this is what we're going to take a look at. Let's have a look at the hourly. There we go. We're way under it now. We're going to need, don't forget, we're going to be moving into a situation where gold is going to be oversold, and that's exactly what we're going to be seeing. And we're under our moving averages here. Buying opportunities are afoot again. So hopefully we can finish it in 1500 is where I want to see gold at. There we were there when we were looking good again, and then we went under, and then we went straight back up again, and that is pretty much where it all went to hell. And then we just were like, sell, and then a bit of buy. You can see the volume was dropping off as well. Check this out, guys. The volume was dropping because then whilst candles started to get smaller, and then the seller's like, whoop, this looks like as far as we're going, and then that was it, straight down. And then consolidate straight down again. And then, of course, we tried to pick up momentum, trying to get that, try to break above that resistance level. Couldn't do it. But now we're going to start all over again. 20 moving average, way under that. Definitely a buying opportunity there. Right, let's look at the metal of the hour as far as I'm concerned. Platinum is down 1.5%, guys. Okay, gold is down just under 1%. Silver is down 3.24%. So silver, the biggest loser on the day. Palladium is down 1.58%. So silver's taken a heck of a knock. And there you go. We're tapping on 18 at the minute. It's looking pretty scary, man. I just want us to stay above 18. That's what I want. We'll come back to that. Let's have a look at platinum. There we go. Look at platinum, guys. Man, that is the ultimate in regards to seeing what a chart looks like when you have that momentum. You can see it there. Any of you who bought in at 850, 840, what, 830, and there's our support line. There's our support line sticking there, and I think that's where we were down at 839. You'd be smiling your way all the way to the bank for platinum. You've got awesome buying momentum, holding ourselves way above the 20-day moving average. That's on the 4-hourly, and then of course we got to our point here, and then of course we had our sell-off down, and then we had a nice recovery. We bounced off that 50 moving average, so straight away we went down, touched, bang, straight back up. Unfortunately, couldn't hold, and then we broke through our 20, but we're still above our 50, which, guys, that is awesome. On the 4-hourly, this is the only metal that is keeping itself above the 50 currently. So hell, that is pretty good. Platinum price $945 an ounce, which is great because look where we came from. We were at $997. We're down $50. Call it that. But I mean, the guys pushed platinum prices to the brink of breaking that 1,000. It just wasn't ready to break above that. And of course, we had our sell-off, as you can see on the screen there. So let's look at the daily. There's our daily chart. There's our pullback. Awesome buying opportunity there. If anyone bought in again at 928, you're still in the money there. A good support level there, and that's the reason why. You can see it. That wick went all the way down, or the candle went all the way down, hit that level. Buying opportunity came back in. People pushed the price back up, but we're sort of holding. at 946 currently at the minute. We're still looking very good. We're way above our moving average here, guys. I mean, look at platinum. We're like straight above. There's our moving averages down here, and we're way up here. You couldn't ask for a better chart than that. Let's have a look. Mark, he says, can I just take a moment to say how amazing it is to spend time with like-minded people who want to build a better future for ourselves. Wow. Mark, that's such a great comment. Thank you very much. And I just want to thank all of you guys, because when I started these live streams, initially, I think I was getting like 4 or 5. And the interest, I just love doing this stuff, because for me, when you've got money invested in something, it's great to know where your investment is sitting at. And I mean, no lying, this is an investment. This is an investment we're in. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Whether it's silver, gold, platinum, palladium, this is an investment, and it's great to see the results of all your hard work, your labor being seen on the charts. And again, I love this stuff. So it's great. It's great to share it with everybody. Aussie Alchemist says, Mark, be right back, mate. There we go. Yep. Mark, yeah, we are a rare breed. Most people can't plan ahead 3 seconds. Oh, Mark, 10, 11, 0. Let's have a look, man. That is awesome. He says, I love this community, man. Thanks, Mark. That's awesome, man. It's always great to be with here with everyone. Blended whiskey, fantastic. Glad you made it, my friend. Blended whiskey. I don't even remember how I found this channel, says Jody. Oh, let's have a look. Blended whiskey. Hello, everyone. Jody Rhodes. Enjoy car trips, Blended. Oaksy 88. Aussie Alchemist. SL79. Platinum over 1K to speculative compared to gold. I couldn't agree more. 4-figure platinum is coming, guys. It's just a matter of when. And I mean, look at how stable it's been. If you think like we've seen a massive upswing in regards to platinum, as you can see on the chart directly ahead of you, what would tend to happen if you look at what we've seen with silver and gold, we've seen quite a reversal in regards to that. And it's great that platinum's holding its ground. It's come down. If you look at that one day, we've come down to a day and a half, call it that, to levels which puts it in play for that next move up, or even a bit of sideways consolidation. It depends what's going to happen on Monday, guys. So, and we will be live streaming Monday. How great is that? No, another 2 days. We're going to do Monday. So it's going to be interesting to see how the market performs. Thomas Robinson says, just bought a Queen's Beast silver, 2-ounce silver, 2019 Yale of Beaufort. Lovely. Congrats, Thomas. That is a lovely coin, man. I think the White Lion of Mortimer is going to be out soon, apparently. That's my question. Aussie, gold or platinum next buy? You know what? I mean, again, I've always been bullish on platinum. Again, I'm looking for platinum, but I can't seem to find it at my price. But I would definitely buy platinum. Again, that's me. I would definitely be buying platinum right now. Physical silver is about £20 an ounce here in England. Wow. Okay, Oaksy, £20 an ounce. But don't forget, you also pay VAT in the UK, so there's VAT to be added. It's flipping scary, the price of stuff there. Jody Rhodes investment. It stops me buying cars and boats, lol. Saving a fortune. I don't know. I tell you what. Since I've been getting into this, I've lost interest in other things that I've collected. I mean, I've got I had some stamps, put them up for sale. As though, what's the point? What am I going to do with stamps when if something happens recession-wise? So I'd rather put that money and put it into precious metals. I had Star Wars cards. I'd collected Star Wars cards since I was in high school, and I just it went through a phase when they stopped making these cards that they were so cheap. So what I did was I bought all the ultra rare cards, and I kept them for like 15 years. And I decided now that I would finally offload them, and I made, I don't know, 1,500 euros on the whole set. I just got rid of the whole lot. And then what did I do? I bought precious metals. So sometimes that it just works out that way. There we go. Aussie Alchemist says, Jody, I can't ignore that gold dip. What's that? Camilo Fernando says, I was monitoring both the news and events and saw how the medals rise and fall today, but I am still a beginner and hopeful for the fair winds. Thanks for your videos. Well, thanks very much, Camilo. I appreciate it. Hopefully you got the notification bell. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And of course, stay tuned for further content. Always an absolute pleasure. I live stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. EU Current says, Oxy88, silver to go is a very good site for buying silver, especially in bulk. Absolutely. I get more bulk. My main bullion dealer is CoinInvest, and Silver to Go is their sister site for all their silver. Let's have a look, guys. We've got Oxy says, do you not pay VAT in Ireland, Limey? No, I get all my coins from Europe, Oxy, and I save a fortune. I just can't. For me, it's such a waste to pay VAT when you can buy coins in Europe and not pay the VAT. Initially, my first purchases were VAT when I bought from Silver Gold Bull, but then I was like, there's got to be a cheaper way to do this because it'll take forever to try and make that money back. Ox88, your current says silver to go, good rates for silver, especially if you buy in bulk. There you go. Thomas Robinson says Star Wars silver coins, man, they're expensive. Thomas, good move on them cards, Limey. Absolutely. It just goes to show sometimes that when I bought them, they were like €5. When I was in England at the time, they were like £5, and I just bought all the ultra rares. I had I think at one point I had 3 or 4 of the ultra rares. I had Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight, and they were the last in the. They were in the Death Star. It was the Star Wars customized card game, and they were the ones that held the value, and they were worth like. The Luke Skywalker was about $140 each. And I had 4 of them. And then I had the Emperor Palpatine, and I had him in the ultra rare shiny version, obviously with the hologram thing on it. And then I had him as a regular one. I had 3 of those, and they were worth also 150 each. So I was just like, yep, time to let go. And then I also had Darth Maul, young, I think it was Young Apprentice, and I had him in the ultra rare version as well. But the card wasn't great. I actually sold it, and then when I was getting it out of the sleeve, I looked at it and I was like, it wasn't in the best of condition. So I emailed the guy back and said, look, I'll knock off a bit. There's a bit of flaying on the side of the edges, but it was a really nice card. And but yeah, and it was an interesting time for my childhood days. It was good. It was good fun. Jody Rhodes says it's great to see lots of new names. RPM Limited. Oh wow, Health Babe. Shed you out, brother. Awesome, Blended. Thank you very much. Just come to say hi. I like 17. Really, Health Babe. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here as usual. Thank you very much for liking the video. The VAT is sales tax for our American friends. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you don't call it VAT. Was that general sales tax or something? I think they call it. Guys, I'm gonna have to wrap up in a minute. My wife's gonna be calling me in for dinner, so let's move on from here. So keep an eye on Platinum as far as I'm concerned. It's definitely one to watch. If I had the money, I'd be buying the dip for Platinum, that's for sure. Let's take a look at Palladium. We're going to keep Palladium short, and then we'll move on to Bitcoin. So let's see. Right, look at that for Palladium. Nice buy. And then we've just been trailing above our 20, and then of course we had the slope. However, we had the fall. The fall really hasn't been that bad. But again, a great buying opportunity. Excuse me, there about 12 hours ago, it fell down to 15.17. Now it's $20 up from that position. So the 50 moving average is still in place. You can see that orange line holding. We're way above that, but again, we're below the 20-day moving average. So again, it needs to get momentum to get back up over that 20-day moving average. And our resistance level is way up here. So what's that? 1560. We're at that 1568 level. Again, I'm not sure if anyone has any Palladium. Some really awesome Palladium coins out there. The Palladium reverse proof. I'm sure everyone's going to be getting their hands on that if they can. But again, back in the driving seats, Palladium is the #1 precious metal priced. From a pricing perspective, it's $1,538 an ounce. So yeah, that is Palladium. We're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin not looking too good, is it? Oh man, I love these channels, man. I've unsubscribed from so many channels on that when it comes to Bitcoin. Oh, just because it's like, yeah, cool, we're back in it, guys, and then it goes, it's like, yeah, cool, there we go, we're gonna hit 11.3, 11.3 is coming, boom, straight down. It's like, yep. But that's their emphasis on how they do their channels. That's how they do it. I got Darth Vader's silver coin, says Thomas. That's awesome. Did you get that new one? The sort of mixed reactions. Michael I, how you doing, Michael I? Let's see, we're down to 12 watching. What's going on? I'm doing very well, and yourself? AU Current says, take care, everyone. Have a great weekend, AU Current. All the best. I'll see you on Monday for Monday's live stream. Doing the same SL, offloading anything that isn't metal for metals. There you go. That's the way I look at it. I've still got stuff there, guys, that I'm busy working my way through. I've still got some stamps, but the Irish eBay is not the best for stamps. So, unless you sell them cheap, I'm just not prepared to sell them cheap. Do you think gold would breach the $1,500 mark tonight? Again, the support level, Camilo, it's in a support level here. You can see it there on the hourly. It's sort of holding because that's the reason why you've got buying emphasis here on these green candles. And then, of course, it is moving into a buying area zone. However, my main issue is if it's weak, then it will fall to this level here around 1,500. So 1,498, 1,500. Again, I'm just looking at the charts here. But what can you see here, guys? We've got lower lows there, and then we've got a slightly higher one there. So again, this could be the bottom, 1,502, based on these lower lows here. And then we went up for a higher high, and then we went for a lower low down here. So it's a matter of just keeping an eye on it. We'll see what happens. But I'm from a support level though, Camilo. If it breaks this level, it's going to go down to 15, maybe even 1498. Let's hope it doesn't. Donald says, Oaksy, I paid $200 plus 1678 tax. There we go. Jody Rhodes says it already is. RPM Limited says, SL, if you could have any graded bullion coin in perfect condition, which one would you choose? If I had to get a PF70, currently at the minute, I'll be buying sovereigns. That's my coin of choice. Currently, right now, is sovereigns. I wouldn't buy bullion grade. Just sovereigns have got awesome value. Not only from a gold value, but it also has a numismatic value. And I've just recently got a 2002 PF69 half sovereign, which I'm just waiting for. It looks phenomenal. And the guy also had a 70, but he wanted too much for the 70. And I thought, PF69 is still a pretty decent grade. But there was quite a lot of money in it. It was like 70, 80 euros between the two. And I thought, well, you know what? If I buy this gold now, and this is a lot of what you investors can think about, if you're buying gold at this price now, how much is it going to be if I were to keep it for 5 years? Well, more than likely, more than what it is valued today. So for me, I just thought that's why I thought it's the best value. I'll go for a PF69. But yeah, I'd probably go a Petrucci, the 2017 200th anniversary. I would probably go for the sovereign on that, a PF70, the 200th anniversary sovereign edition. That's probably would be my choice. RPM Limited. Which one would you choose? So yeah, that would be the one. Oaksy Idiot says, wow, Donald, must be a limited mintage. What is the mintage, mate? Oh, hang on, what did Donald say there? Oaksy, it's limited to 500. Let me see, Donald, you must have said something back here. Looks like I probably missed that. Donald, I'm just going through the comments here. Did you put, oh, there we go. I got a PR silver Libertad set today. Oh, nice. I paid too much. Sorry, man, I missed that comment. There we go. Oaksy 88. Oh, hang on. RPM says it's insane the premiums between grades in coins sometimes. I mean, there's another great channel out there, guys, and I will do a shout out to this man. Here's Numis Stacker. If you guys aren't, if you guys are not into well, or thinking of getting into graded coins, he has a great channel for graded coins, and he talks about you know, what coins could be worth and which ones to look for and all that kind of stuff. He does give you some fairly good tips what to look out for if you guys are interested in graded. There we go. Oxy88 says, yeah, Petrucci's a fine coin. That George III crown is superb. Yeah, Oxy. Another one to watch out for is the Australian Sovereign, the 2019 200th anniversary of Victoria coin. Also looks stunning. A mate of mine got it, and I'll be doing a video the next time I see him. Beautiful coin, and he's waiting for two more sovereigns as well. So I'll be doing the videos on them when I see him. I don't understand it. I just buy weight, says Jody. I'm more of a collector these days anyway. Anyone from New Zealand? Capital gains tax on silver coins and gold. And the gold is capital gains tax free as far as I understand. Numi is a certified NGC submitter. That is correct. He is a certified NGC submitter. And guys, I'm sending some more coins for grading. This Sunday, I'm going to be getting all the paperwork ready, and I'll be getting those submitted for next week. I've got the oak leaf. I'm sending the oak leaf mint state. I'm sending the proof Krugerrand. I've got a 2018 and a 2019 I'm sending in. And then I might just send in one of the nauticals, but I'm probably going to send the 3 first, and then I'll send the other 2 as my friend of mine wants to get his coins graded. He said he might send them. Otherwise, if he doesn't, then I'll just send the lot and send the 5 in for grading. So hopefully I get a good grade. Ben Frank says, I mean, like a kid in the candy store. Absolutely, my friend. Cool, Army. Have you got vids on grading coins? Might have a look. Yeah, I took some videos of my first silver graded coins, and I've got a fantastic the half sovereign and full sovereign PR70s. There's just check my library. Check those coins out. They're awesome grade. I haven't got that many views on them, unfortunately, so definitely worth a look there. RPM Limited says, if I could have any graded coin, I may consider the 1 ton gold, $1 million coin. Yeah, that was the Perth Mint, I think, if I'm not mistaken. RPM. They have been waving around the globe. Imagine its case, man. Imagine having that. That's all you need is that one coin. Could you imagine? Donald says, good luck with your grading. Thanks very much, Donald. I really appreciate it. Jody Rhodes says, you can use your stamps to cover the postage. These are pre-decimal. Not worth it. Will do, Limey, says Oxy88. Any bronze coins? Not for me. I really need to finish up here, guys. Anyway, so let's have a look. We just had a fall here 3 hours ago. As you can see, we broke right through resistance, so it's our support levels. Bang, bang, bang. And then we just touched our 200 moving average here, and that's acted like support. So you can clearly see the 200 support is currently holding at 10,375, which is interesting because Bitcoin was up at 10.8, and I was like, man, what is up with Bitcoin? Is it going to break this time? Is it not going to break this time, or what? And of course, what happened? Bang, straight down. We're down 400. 400. We're down quite a bit there. Let me pull up the daily there. Let's have a look. What are we doing daily for Bitcoin? Right, we're $197 down. Okay, so we are still working in this this triangle here. So again, it's make or break soon. But what are we setting here, guys? And this is what I consistently say to you. We are setting higher lows. There's our first high up here, then the second one, then the next one, the third one, and then we're all the way down here. So we've got this momentum where we're hitting lower lows. Sorry, higher lows. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then what are we setting a precedence from in regards to lower lows? We haven't seen any lower lows yet since we had 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's another indication of where the support line is, guys. Take a look here. This is a support line of 9.3. We've been consistently hitting that 9.3 early 9,000 level. which to me is a good sign of solid support for Bitcoin, is going to be pretty much bottom at 9.3, even though we have our 200 moving averages slowly starting to catch up, guys. Remember, we were much higher and our moving average down to 6.9. It's slowly starting to catch up. So we're currently at 8,500 on the 200-day moving average. So it's great to see that starting to creep up, which could reinforce that bottom 9.3 period. So for me, if I get another chance to buy in at $9,000, I will probably do it this time. So again, I'm $1,000 away. So hopefully they'll bring that price down a bit. But you can see there we attempted to aim to get higher, but we were rejected and we've gone straight down. We're still not looking too bad. We're still sitting on support. If you guys look at our moving averages there in orange and yellow, we're still sort of just touching it, and we've gone back up again. So we're not looking too bad. Let's look at Bitcoin on the hourly. Okay, so we're way below our we're above our 200 moving average, which is good. So that is base level support currently being held at 10.3. But are we going to see some momentum here, or is it going to be again low volume, another crash down to create that volatility? So that'll be an interesting one. We're still in that kind of channel where it's eventually going to get tighter and tighter until it's squeezed, and then it's either going to make or break for Bitcoin. So I'm calling a bottom at 9.3 personally. Let's have a look. Oaksy says, yeah, the Perth Mint 1 ton nuggets. Let's have a look. I'm glad Bitcoin runs the weekend to see how the whales move. Absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see. They always move on the weekend. Sideward trade for a few weeks, maybe months, until Fed forced to cut rates. I doubt we're going to, that's one thing we're not seeing much of. We're not seeing much sideways trading currently in regards to precious metals. We're sort of going up and we're going a little bit down and we're going up and then we're going a little bit down. That's what I'm seeing at the minute. I know everybody's dying for some consolidation. Wow, 9Gs, bold move, Limey, bold move. Well, that's the way. That's the bottom to me. Looks like that. So yeah, I'll. But again, guys, I've always said this: when it gets to a certain level, which I think is a good time to buy, I'll see how the volume is behaving first before I'll initially get in. But because again, if we hit that level and there's low volume, the next bit's down. I think about 50% of your intended stake in SL for Bitcoin. What's that? I think put 50% of your intended stake in SL. I'm not sure what SL means. Is that SL silver for Bitcoin? Say 50% if unlikely dip does come. Well, that would be good. RPM. Jody Rhodes says just wait a few months and buy at 5,000, or just wait it out. You're absolutely right. That's what. Guys, this is pretty much where I'm going to leave it now. I'm going to put the silver chart up so everybody can see what's going on. Silver's starting to sort of recovering slightly. We're sort of range bound. We're still in that zone. I'm going to take us out of the weekly here and put us on the daily. That's if this thing decides it. Actually, oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, hang on. There we go. There we go. So that's where we are on the daily. We're still in this channel, the road to $20, which is the 28th of October. So again, we're still in that zone. I certainly didn't expect this amount of movement up. I was like pretty surprised. I was like, wow, okay, this is seriously moving, which brought us even closer. We were looking at the 20th of September, and eventually we were up here. And like the 5th of September, we would have been like at $20. It's amazing, amazing how that's turned. Sorry, Mudswat says the arrows mean I'm pointing up to above a comment. Yes, that's right. I did see that. Pointing. Guys, thanks very much. Thanks for watching as usual. Again, if you want to consider donating to the channel, please check the description for details. I'll put my PayPal link straight there so you can click straight on it. It'll take you straight through to the page if you guys feel and if you guys want to. contribute, it'd certainly be gratefully appreciated. We've been streaming for about an hour and 20 minutes here currently. I don't normally sit down. I'm always on my always on my legs essentially while I'm doing this. But again, just thank you all very much. It's such a great time chatting to you guys, and I love doing the live charts. I mean, there's no better way. It's interesting. I've some of the crypto channels, the guys record this like 4 or 5 hours before, and then of course the market's moved, and then they're talking about moves that effectively mean nothing because they've already moved. That's why I prefer doing the live stream, because at least you're seeing it live, and therefore I am talking about what is actually happening. But yeah, guys, some shout outs here. So again, thanks very much. We've got Donald from New Mexico. We got Mudswat. He says, I'm hungry too. I made a lovely pie yesterday, like from the pie was amazing. I probably should have taken a picture of it, but I put the base in, like the puff pastry, put them like the filling in, covered it, baked it. Man, I tell you what, that was an awesome pie. We've actually got some leftovers, so I'll be looking forward to that. Pleasure as always, Limey. Thanks, mate. Have a great weekend, guys. Thanks very much. We got Oxy88, Mudswat, Ben Frank OG, Aussie Alchemist, Thomas Robinson, and Silver Limey 79, of course. Jody Rhodes, RPM Limited, guys. My two channel donators, Jody Rhodes, RPM Limited, guys. Thanks very much. Really appreciate the donation. And again, thank you very much for joining us on this live stream. Guys, have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday's live stream. All the best, and have an awesome weekend. Take care, and I'll see you guys soon.